As you know, Oklahoma's budget crisis has not spared the state's education system. State lawmakers say they hope to hold common education funding level for next fiscal year. But there has been no such hope expressed for higher education's budget. After years of massive budget cuts, higher education officials say another double-digit budget cut for fiscal year 2018 will simply price thousands of students out of a higher education in Oklahoma. To understand what additional cuts would mean for Oklahoma colleges and universities, you have to go back and look at what happened last year. Higher education received the largest of all state budget cuts, 16.4%, which translated into a loss of $157 million. That resulted in drastic cuts. Any further state revenue reductions could mean draconian action. Glenn Johnson is the chancellor of higher ed.
On the heels of the tremendous cut last year, it is going to be devastating to the system. It will mean more courses not being offered, more faculty and staff that will either positions won't be filled or those positions will actually be laid off. It will be devastating to our workforce issues. It will restrict our efforts to close the gap on college degrees.
He and other education leaders are talking to lawmakers every day about the consequences of further cuts. Take Northeastern State University in Tahlequah. Like all public institutions of higher education, NSU has cut spending down to the bone marrow in the last few years. NSU President Steve Turner has met with legislative leaders to explain just what last year's huge cut meant for NSU.
These are very significant, drastic, painful cuts. In a 12-month period, we eliminated 31 positions. As we started this fiscal year, we had 58 positions that were open.
Still, he has been advised the bloodbath may not be over.
In anticipation of fiscal year 18, we've been asked to prepare scenarios of additional cuts of 10, 15, and 20% in our appropriation for fiscal year 18.
And Turner says that is not sustainable.
But if we see a double-digit cut, we could see an impact of an additional reduction of probably 38 to 80 positions if it goes to a 20% additional reduction.
State Representative Todd Thompson tried to save higher education from deep cuts last year, and he is ready to put his colleagues' feet to the fire again this year.
I think this year, if guys aren't willing to do revenue-raising measures, then the message to them should be, well then, let's shut down your university, and that'll save us millions of dollars. And so hopefully that gives them a backup, and they say, whoa, wait a minute, maybe we do need to fund higher ed. Maybe I do need to stick my neck out there and vote for some revenue-raising measures.
He is a member of the House Education, Appropriations, and Budget Committee, as is Representative Katie Hinkey.
A lot of times, my colleagues look at the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State University as higher education, and they sometimes forget, about our regional colleges that are taking kind of the brunt of those cuts.
Hinkey offers assurances education is still their #1 priority.
And so we will be doing everything we can to make sure that both higher education and common education are held at least flat. I, of course, would like to see more money going to the classrooms, but I think best case scenario, make sure that we're at least being held flat.
But studies show lack of support for education over the last decade or so has put Oklahoma behind the nation when it comes to college degrees. Nationally, more than 30% of adults over the age of 25 have college degrees. In Oklahoma, that number is only 24%. Chancellor Johnson says Oklahoma is not prepared to meet what the workforce demands will be in just under 3 years. A study by the Georgetown Center for Education shows that by 2020, 37% of Oklahoma job vacancies will require an associate degree, bachelor's degree, or higher.
We've got to have the funding to put faculty in the classroom to offer the courses that students need to graduate on time. And if we don't, those jobs that are open are going to go to students from other states, and that certainly will not enhance our economy or be a positive result at all.